Hello everybody, my name is Nico and I'm with Travel and Teach Recruiting, and today I'm going to talk about teaching in Korea as a couple. Just to give you a little background on myself, I actually taught in Korea for a year and a half, and I currently work as a placement coordinator who helps send teachers there. As a placement coordinator, one of the most common questions I get is, can I teach in Korea with my boyfriend or girlfriend or friend or sibling or whatever? So in this video I just want to elaborate a little bit more on what it entails to go as a couple and whether or not it is possible. The first answer is absolutely. It's definitely possible to teach in Korea as a couple or a friend or whatever pair you want to go with. But there are a few things you need to know. So first thing is, a lot of people say that they're comfortable being at a different school, but they want to be in the same area. So while this is technically possible to achieve, it's really hard in practice. And the issue is that if you're two people looking for two positions in the same area, first of all, you got to have two schools having openings at the same time. And if you're going at like a common hiring season, which is in March or maybe August, September, this could be possible. But if you're going at any other time of the year, it's not as likely that two schools in the same area will have openings at the exact same time. Now, the other issue is that even if you do get two schools at the same time in the same city, you could still actually be really far away from each other. And Korea has a bunch of cities that are very, very, very populated and are very big. So if you're in any one of the big cities such as Seoul, Busan, Incheon, Daegu, Daejeon, even if you end up in the same city, you could be an hour or two or even three away from each other. So while you're technically in the same city and starting at the same time, you're not actually near that person. And the other issue is living together. So I'm sure you guys know it's a standard benefit for these schools to provide you with accommodation. And so usually schools rent out the same apartment for many years. Current teacher comes in, the previous teacher leaves. So they're continuing the lease. They're not just giving teachers housing allowances. So if you're coming as a couple and you're at different schools and you want to be in the same apartment, most schools are not okay with this because they don't want to give up their leases of the apartments that they have just to give you money, because most teachers are happy with the apartment that has been provided. Now, this doesn't mean that it's impossible to teach in Korea as a couple, but it does mean that if you want to be in the same area, you really want to end up at the same school. And that's actually no big deal, because Travel and Teach regularly places couples and friends, even brothers and sisters, at the same schools. So while it is possible to teach in the same school, you should know that it is a little bit more difficult because it requires a school to have two openings at the same time. The other issue is that some schools are hesitant to hire couples or friends or siblings because they're afraid that if one of you doesn't like it and wants to leave, both of you will end up leaving. So it's a 2-for-1 loss for them. So if you are applying as a couple, you should just have a little bit more patience. In summary, it is absolutely possible to teach in Korea with your boyfriend, girlfriend, sibling, friend. I just recommend that you be more flexible on things like location and hours and salary. Hopefully after watching this video, you guys know a little bit more about teaching in Korea as a couple. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them below. And if you like the video and want to see more like them, be sure to hit subscribe and hit the like button below.